Teaching forward! Future! Teaching forward! Climate! Teaching forward! Climate! Louder!
Basically, the event started out as commemorating the 50-year anniversary of the first ever teach-in, which took place at the University of Michigan. So the first teach-in was organized in 1965, and it was mainly in opposition to the war in Vietnam. And so now this is basically a historical event to commemorate that. But even more than that, it's kind of to serve and kind of honor Michigan's history of their students being very, very politically active in the past, and not so much now. So giving students an outlet to do that, and also addressing climate change too.
Well, Teach-In is a more involved event. It's an opportunity for students and community members to get directly involved in action and not just come out and sort of chant things for a short period of time.
I was a daily editor in 1966, 7, and 8, and I was a sophomore when the teach-in happened in March of '65, and so this is 50 years from now. And it's quite an amazing thing to be back here. It's fantastic. I remember the wonderful energy that we had here, and the sadness of dealing with a terrible war that took so long to stop. But it's very inspiring to see all the students here now dealing with climate change, dealing with stopping nuclear power, dealing with saving our Earth. It's a really exciting, and it's a wonderful thing.
Well, there's a really strong connection actually between the movements against the Vietnam War and the movements now against climate change, because there's similar struggles with power that existed in 1965 that were brought to light by the teach-in. And so those issues of power still are apparent today, but the face of that power is a little different.
And I think in our time, climate change is definitely one of the most important issues, to some arguably the most important, that humanity as a whole faces right now. So I definitely thought it was appropriate to choose a topic for the 50th anniversary to be sustainable energy and ending the war against the climate.
And I think it's important for people who become active to understand that you can win, and that we have been winning. We've won tremendous numbers of these battles. We've stopped nuclear power plants. We've shut down coal burners. We had a hand in preventing nuclear weapons from being used in Vietnam. We've seen a lot of victories. The whole tenor of the civil rights campaigns has changed. We do have a black president. We will have a female president. We do have gay marriage. So it's my core message is for people to know that you can win. And not only can you win, but you have no choice. And that's a sense of optimism that I think everybody needs.
A lot of students, feel like they're not able to do anything about it, and kind of the idea of the teaching is to encourage students, is that we have say in the university, So when we got involved in the organizing committee, we wanted to make sure that there was a lot of student involvement. So we set up space on Saturday for student-led workshops.
It's really empowering to see this happen here at the university. I think that the university is in a position to really lend momentum toward action on climate change. And the reality is that the students that are here today are the ones that are going to have to deal with climate change in the future. We're seeing the effects of climate change now, but they're only going to get worse as time goes on if we don't act. And really, we should be the ones that are most concerned about this issue. And the divestment campaigns that are going on around the country right now at all these different universities show that young people are concerned about this problem. They're concerned about their future, and they're not going to sit by and just watch things play out as they are.